So being from the States, Ramadan is a phenomenon that we are not exposed to by any means prior to coming to Dubai. Like, restaurants look like this. There's a guy sleeping back there. All the restaurants are closed. There are several restaurants that have paid the government to allow them to do takeout orders where you can take the food back to your place and you aren't allowed to eat it in public. Regardless of whether you own the food, you cannot consume it in public. You can't even drink water in public. So it's a little strange. Currently, where we're staying, there's a Pizza Hut quite close to us, and a McDonald's is a little bit farther away, and we have walked to both of those a couple times, and we're a little bored of McDonald's and Pizza Hut, and so we started walking to a mall that was across the street, but there's nothing there, and now we're wandering around in the desert looking for a restaurant that will serve us food of really any type. I'm just hungry. And hopefully, in the mirage that is this desert, I might find a Krispy Kreme. We're at McDonald's, getting more McDonald's. They give you bags this big for Ramadan.
And now we're gonna walk in this oven back to our room and then hide until it gets dark out, and then maybe we'll go out and do something.
We may not be able to go see the camel races in person, considering that it's way too hot outside, but there are camel races on the TV. Notice the camels are racing. On each camel's back, we have found out that there is a little robot that basically is their jockey. They used to have children jockeys here that they would race, but people found out that these kids were being bought by the owners, and they deemed that to be pretty messed up. Here's a good shot. So the little robot you see on his back replaces the children that they used to buy to put onto the camels and race them. They would literally buy children, keep them malnourished so that they would be light on the camel's back and make them race the camels. It's pretty despicable, and once certain organizations found out about that, they exploited it so that it would stop. You'll see these buses that are also in the background. It's not in this shot right now, but in the buses are the owners of the camels who are also racing around the track, controlling the robots on the camel's back. It's pretty amazing. Due to the heat here in Dubai, it is now around 7 o'clock and we are making our first appearance outside, aside from getting some Pizza Hut for dinner. We are taking a ferry from one side of the Dubai Creek to the other and just checking out the scenery of, what do you call this?
Dubai Creek.
Dubai Creek, okay. The ferry just looks like this. It's just a bunch of people sitting back to back. And the side that we're leaving is not as eventful as the side that we are going to. Hopefully there's food over there though. In the UAE, we cannot afford to have our laundry done. They honestly want $30 to do our laundry, and it's not even the most laundry that we've ever taken to a place before and got done for like $6 or less. I think the $6 is like the highest we've really ever paid, and we grumble at that. So when the guy told us $30 to have our laundry done, we just kind of smiled and went our way. So we're doing the laundry in the bathroom. What you need is one heavy-duty plastic bag and some laundry detergent and water. So, come here. This is the laundry detergent that we have. We actually got it in Japan, and for one bag you will use half of one of these packets. So, you put all the laundry into the plastic bag. You put your laundry detergent in there and add water. You then shake it up a bit and you leave your laundry in there for a couple hours just to let it sit there and let the detergent do its business. And this is going to be really, really gross, because it always comes out looking like this. Yeah, that's funk. So we're currently at the second step where we're going to take out everything and rinse it, and then we're going to put a bunch of water back into the bag and let it sit in the clean water for about an hour or so, and then we'll wring everything out, and Eric's going to show you how we hang up all of our stuff in this random hotel room. One thing I can show you in the bathroom is that they have this. And we've been hanging some clothes on that, but it's kind of freezing in our room. Like, the air conditioning is really just outrageous, and at most times it's around 65 degrees in our rooms. It's kind of hard to dry clothes that way, so go show them how we hang it up in the window.
So the reason that the air conditioning is so cold is because the knob, this guy, this doesn't work. So there's one in the hallway. So the sensor that tells the air conditioner in our room when to turn on and off is dictated by the temperature in the hallway, which is always cold. So it's really stupid. So like when you adjust it, it's either on or off essentially out in the hall. And you either always have the air conditioning on or it's off and it gets really hot. But anyways, the laundry. So we've got this line and we don't really know what it's for, but in the window, there's this line up here. And maybe it's for laundry, maybe we're just stupid, but we hang it in here, and inside of this window in the middle of the day, it's like 120 degrees. So it dries the clothes pretty dang fast. So that is our laundering situation, and we hold on to any plastic bags as long as we can, because it's handy to be able to do laundry in them. And you can see she's just rinsing the soap out of the clothes, and then it will go back in there with a fresh, clean run of water, and then it'll just soak, and then tonight we'll come home and wring them out and then hang them in the window, and tomorrow we will have clean clothes.
Still going? And honestly, this gets it cleaner than most countries we've had our clothes cleaned in.
It's because they're not washing it in a river against rocks, which is seriously how some of our clothes have been washed in the past. So like I've said in the past, the driving here is nuts. Like, people just drive very, very, very aggressive, like lead-footed aggressive. And there's lots of roundabouts, like I'm in a roundabout right now, like we're dead in the center of it with these fish. And like when you cross the roads, like even if you have a walking sign, cars like accelerate and aim for you, like they're trying to run you down. It's crazy. So we just walked across behind where like this cab here was sitting. We walked behind it. It has a red light for it, and there was no traffic coming. And the cab that was sitting at a red light got in. He put his car in reverse and tried to back over us. No shit. Like, he was trying to go somewhere else, but
I don't think he was cognizant that we were behind him, but he was not paying fucking attention. He got some really bad stares and almost got in a fist fight with Eric, because Eric was so pissed off. Like, the last time that I had to tell somebody to watch out because somebody was gonna run over him in reverse, I don't know if I've really ever had to do that.
I mean, I realize it's a coincidence that he was just happened to be backing up, but it's just funny given the aggressive nature of the driving. So we're down at the Dubai Marina, and all of this has been dug by man, like by hand, or by machine, obviously. Not in Laos, they have machines. And the reason that they've done this is to enhance the amount of waterfront view that all of these buildings have, because if you have a waterfront view for an apartment, you can charge more for it. So over the time that it's going to take to pay off the apartments and everything, it'll pay for the digging of the trench. And then some. So it's been a wise business decision, even though it seems a little peculiar to just dig giant trenches. And then there's this building right here, and it may be difficult to tell, but it is twisted like a lot as it goes up the building. And it is really, really weird looking, especially when you're almost right underneath of it. It just seems like it's gonna tumble over it's pretty amazing. So we've kind of walked away just to see up close of this building. It's been a rewarding payoff. The flip side to Ramadan and all the complaining we've done about how you can't eat at certain times and stuff, which I guess we always sort of complain, but we've mentioned it. But anyway, the flip side to it is everything's open really, really late. It's 12:05 or something at night. And here we are in a mall and everything's, I mean, it's getting ready to close. I think it officially closes at 12:30, but that does make up for you can't go and do anything in the middle of the day because everything is closed and it's 1,000 degrees outside.
And nobody wants you to eat.
And nobody wants you to eat, yes.
Our time in Dubai has been spent 3 different ways. The first way was recuperating from India. I spent about our first 4 days still trying to get over whatever was going on in my intestines that India had served to me. So we finally got done with that with the help of a pharmacist who gave me some prescription drugs without a prescription, which worked out pretty nicely. So I'm doing much better now. Secondarily, we stay in the room pretty much during the day because it is hot outside. I mean, I'm talking like 111 degrees. That's the high for tomorrow. So it's really hot outside, and when the sun is out, the 5-minute walk to the metro is ridiculous. But once you get past that, you can go to a mall or two, but really, there's really nothing to do at the malls after a couple of hours. So we'd spend our days kind of just hanging around, watching television, eating food inside our room since we can't eat food in public. So that's another thing that keeps us in. But the third thing was at nighttime we would go out and enjoy the sights and sounds of Dubai and go and visit with our friend Eason and just have a good time at night, because at night it's only 97 degrees outside. So it's a little bit better. Dubai has been pretty great to us. I think it's been a good time. Basically being able to recover and not feeling like we're really wasting a whole lot of time, because there's not a million things to do in Dubai, but it's a good place to be.